'Cause you're the one I need. I'll fall apart if we die.
All right, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Mario of Woke Up a Rebel, and I'm bringing you a new episode of Rebelations podcast, which is a special series that we are doing here at 4SOUND Studio for the C.O.L.L.A.B series camp, which is a songwriting camp, and there's a couple of producers as well that are joining the event. So let's get right to it. Right next to me, I have the singer-songwriter Bellamy. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, and thank you so much for being willing to participate in this. All right, so I want to start off with something very simple. How did you hear about the C.O.L.L.A.B series camp at 4SOUND?
I got a notification on Vamp, the app Vamp, which is an app where artists and producers and songwriters can all collab.
Oh, okay.
It's a great app, actually.
Vamp. Okay, check it out, people.
Yeah. So I got the notification there, and also on Instagram.
Okay, and do you like look out for these type of events, or this was just something that caught your attention?
I do look out for these events, but this just kind of stood out and took my attention, yes.
Yeah, and that's how I found out about this place. When I started out DJing, there was a person that I was working with, and they had nothing to do with William, nothing to do with this place. They just saw William post something on Facebook, a few years back, and he's like, hey, I think you might be interested in this, and here we are. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? So
I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, right. Likewise.
Cold one.
If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys or No One by Alicia Keys.
1 second. Let's see. No one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. No one can get in the way of what I feel for you.
All right, so I'm going to go for the first question. Can you share a moment in your life when you realized that songwriting was more than just a hobby for you?
Yeah, so I realized that when I started writing with my producer. I've always written on my own at home by myself, no feedback, and I thought it sounded good, but we always
say we're the best artist producer ever. I know.
Yeah, so when I wrote my first song with my producer, I realized, okay, yeah, you know what, I'm not bad at this. So I think that's when I realized.
Okay,
that
that's
it was,
blessed.
Yeah.
Outside of music, what other forms of art or sources of inspiration do you find influence your songwriting? Example, like maybe books, something.
For me, I think you can find inspiration in any moment, whether it's the sunshine or somebody walking down with a beautiful smile, or even the rain. Every moment, right? You can find inspiration somewhere.
Okay, blessed. And from what you told me earlier, this is your second ever networking event?
It is my second networking event.
Okay.
And, I'm meeting a lot of great people.
Hey, this is your first interview as well?
Yes.
Yeah, hey. I know, trust me, you wouldn't believe how many times I was like choking on words, or when I started just recording by myself in a room. So I totally understand. No worries. Thank God for editing. Right, so here's a question for you. How does your faith, right? You talked to me briefly about your faith, right? You're faith-based, you're Christian,
I am,
correct?
Yes.
Right, so how has your faith influenced the themes and messages in your songs, and have you faced any challenges or triumphs expressing your faith through your music?
I don't feel like I've faced any challenges with expressing my faith. My music doesn't necessarily talk about God, it doesn't say the word God in a lot of my music, but my music is positive, and it's nothing that it's inspiring, and so it's that type of sound and that type of music.
Yeah. Okay. So, an example would be maybe like a Andy Mineo type of thing. Like I believe he's a Christian as well, but he doesn't really profess like God, God, God in all his music, right? But his music has hit the top of the charts,
Yeah.
right? Especially a couple summers ago, I think he had a song with Lecrae, if I'm not
That's
mistaken.
what I was gonna say, Lecrae.
Right.
It's like Lecrae. We all know that he is primarily, a Christian artist, but his music doesn't, because we want everyone to be able to
Exactly.
listen to our music. It's not just for Christian people; it's for everybody.
There you go.
Want
And that's
everyone to listen. Yeah.
And that could sometimes turn controversial, especially how it did for Lecrae,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we are here at a networking event, right? And with that said, I want to ask you, how has networking played a role in your journey as a songwriter so far? And could you share a specific moment where a connection made a significant impact?
Well, like I said, this is my second networking event. So, but so far, just, working with the songwriters here, it's been pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Just learning how they're working and what they're doing I'm learning a lot today.
Yeah, and you have a manager as well, right?
I do have a manager,
Yeah,
yes.
and
Thank God for her.
Yeah, and then how did that come about? How did you meet?
We have a mutual friend.
Okay.
We have a mutual friend, and she was looking for a job, and I said, hey, do you feel like this is something you'd like to do? Because I just want to focus on creating.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
There are no words left to speak. There are no words left to speak. There are no words left to speak. Okay. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There is nothing else to compare. That sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel like I feel, baby, let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Did you record all of that?
I did.
The last question I guess I can have for you is, what advice would you give to aspiring songwriters about the importance of networking beyond just showcasing their music?
Well, it's about supporting one another. You're not in this alone, and it's important to build relationships and rapport, because if you support them, then they will support you in return. And I think it's important to all stick together.
Very true.
Especially in this industry where it's, it can be challenging in so many ways.
Very true, very true. Honestly, and networking is such an amazing thing. Being in these type of events, there's a couple of people in the room who I've been following on social media that I met in person today. And there's another friend a person that I call a friend in the room too, that I also met through 4SOUND. So this place is very special to me, and I really hope that you can benefit and reap blessings from also attending the events here and feel the aura of this room. There's been a lot of greats in here, and hopefully we could add you to the roster of plaques that are on the wall there.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and what's your background?
So I was born in Haiti, but I was adopted when I was 4 years old by a French-Canadian family in Northern Ontario.
Okay.
So that's my background. I grew up in church, grew up singing in church, and
How do you feel about Wyclef Jean?
I know. I think he's doing amazing things. I think he's great. I really like him. Yeah.
I think it was really cool that he tried to run for president once, right? But he couldn't because he has to live there.
Yes.
Right?
There's rules.
I know, right? But yeah, I think he would have made a great president. And like Wyclef is such an inspiration for me. Growing up, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's still making music today.
I know.
And longevity is the name of the game, right?
Yeah.
So I wish you nothing but the best in your journey.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure
Right?
meeting you.
Let everybody know where to find you and follow you.
Okay, you can follow me at the official Bellamy on Instagram and also on TikTok and on YouTube.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to be posting all of the socials, all of the links in the description box below in the YouTube version and Spotify, so that you can just give it a click, go follow her, check out her music when she drops. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Rebelations Podcast. I'm your boy Mario once again here at 4SOUND Studio for the C.O.L.L.A.B series.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh boy.
It wasn't recording.
Really, really well.
Pardon?
It wasn't recording.
You're kidding me.
No, he's
That felt so good. That was so like...
It should have gone longer because I was getting more relaxed. Couldn't
You had
you
2 more
tell?
minutes. You could have went longer.
Because I was like completely more relaxed near the end, right?
Oh, man.
Could
Well-
you feel it?
Well, this is hopefully just the prelude to more interviews to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's, thank God it was with you. You made it so easy.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Honestly,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
And next.
I don't even know what to talk about.
It's okay. I'll bring up some stuff from the dome.
Talk about how amazing I am.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, talk about how amazing